Alright guys, welcome back for our final best of 2 series today between VG Gaming versus ig.Vitality of the DPL 2016 Season 2. This presentation is brought to you by Beyond the Summit, and I'm your caster for this final best of 2 series, and my name is Hades, all the way from Singapore. Well, we have here a pretty exciting matchup, especially between ig.V and VG Gaming. ig.Vitality just played against ftd.c. They had a bit of a, I think, 45-minute break, a bit of time for dinner and all. So, alright, I think this will be a much better series compared to the previous one because ftd.c really couldn't put up a fight against ig.V at all. So I want to see how VG Gaming is going to do. And I like how VGR has become the main roster of VG Gaming now. Of course, you got FY God. So ig.V, we're already just hitting to the second phase of the draft, and VG opening with Juggernaut and Keeper of the Light. Ghost, that player who just kind of just really like a ghost, he just burst on. And I think FY is really good at scouting out these really talented players. I think it hurt No that he's not with them anymore.
5 seconds remaining.
Mikasa as a coach probably can help him out now, seeing as they have 5 players who I would say all very, very talented. So Yang is the drafter, not FY anymore. I would like to see FY back in the draft, mostly because as he as a drafter, he's always very special. I remember him even playing the jungling invoker of all roles at Nanyang Championships, I believe. Was it that? Yeah, I think so. I think that, yeah, that was it back with Ice Size, and Daryl's exact words were like, whatever FY God wants, he gets. And that was also where they even played the Morphling support, they played Wind Ranger support, just to spice things up. But anyways, ig.Vitality, yep, also it's a pretty talented team. I like the way their supports are pretty experienced. I mean, Angelai, Dogfights, these are guys, and Super as well. I mean, not the other Super, this is a different Super. Paparazzi, this player which I've been following on ig.V as well, if you followed Chinese Dota for the past few months, even before the TI6 period. So there we go, it's going to be a Sanking picker from VG Gaming. It's going to be the offlane Sanking, I think. ig.Vitality with the Riki and the Axe. So Rikimaru is just one of those really annoying heroes. To a certain extent, it's stronger than a Bounty Hunter. Not sure whether VG Gaming will even go into a Riki versus Bounty kind of standoff. So Riki, Axe, OD. So both teams are taking this more standardized meta, nothing too surprising like what you would expect from Wings or what we saw back in Game 2, where there was a Pugna Omni-9 on the side of ig.Vitality. Alright, so Sankin's Caustic Finale, I think they could even consider running a tri-lane situation and let the Sankin go against the Axe. Or anyways, with the Mana Leak always going to be the Keeper of the Light is just a very, very annoying hero which you don't want to deal against. Because Mana Leak is, yeah, they did nerf it, like I think they increased the mana cost. But what it does is just really, really good. So meanwhile, you see what else VG Gaming can do. You've got great lockdown, you've got great team fight, you already got your position 1 carry, but then again, Juggernaut can also go into the middle lane. Not so sure how he will do against an OD. But when you get more points into the Blade Fury, that's pretty much, lane is never going to push in, it's always going to push out. It's very easy. But they will go back for the TA, so Juggernaut will be a safe lane. TA is actually able to do decent against the OD. And the refraction charges, well, you won't take that much damage. But if you can time your side blades with positioning, you can actually harass the OD out of lane. Like, I'm not sure if you guys maybe follow like Wagama's TA, where the way he likes to, you always use his side blades. He's very good at using the side blades. And if Templar Assassin this game against OD, if VG Gaming can do that, OD's gonna have quite a tough time. So ig.V looking to their 4th pick. Probably going to be a laning support. I don't think you have a jungling Axe and offlane Riki. I mean, that's not out of the question, but there we go. The Ogre Magi. Bloodlust synergizes very well with the Axe, the OD. Extra movement speed, I believe. Yeah. Just one of those things which help in OD with mobility, helps you do the Axe, so you can just run in.
10 seconds remaining.
So now for the final picks, VG Gaming should be banning out the safe lane carry. Do you want to deal against the Slark? No, they will take out the Razor instead.
Radiant team banned.
Then again, yeah, OD could have gone to the safe lane, and I like this ban as well. They're just thinking outside the box. So Razor can do very well against a Jug, do well against a TA as well. Static Link is a really good spell. He's quite tanky,
10 seconds.
comes online quite easily as well. Great for sieging towers. I like this because both teams don't really have that
5
super.
seconds remaining.
They don't have heroes like Tinker which can delay a push, or a Naga Siren.
Reserve time.
So IG Vitality and VG Gaming quite even out in the draft. Final ban. Should be banning out one more support. They have plenty of time, I mean, over a minute and a half. It will be the Omni Knight, so nothing too fancy. Omni Knight really bursting into the scene. I don't even think he got buffed this patch. I don't recall any buffs. I'll take a quick check again later. But yeah, he's been brought into the meta. I think teams, you know, it's just Slack's influence or whatever you call it.
10 seconds remaining.
So iG.V,
5 seconds remaining.
who will be your choice, your safe lane choice?
Reserve time.
Or they could also just put the OD into the safe lane, pick up a Viper for themselves. And then the side of Vici, maybe another support Oracle. Earth Spirit's still pretty okay, still in the pool. Well, no, Oracle's taken out, so Earth Spirit. Well, like I said, they could go back for the bounty match off against the Ricky to see who can accomplish more in the lanes. Witch Doctor, you can never go wrong with a Witch Doctor. They could also go for something like a Treant. I mean, Wings Gaming just played that yesterday. That was really interesting, by the way, to see the Wings Gaming Treant Protector, like just going around with level 1 Nature's guys. They will go for the Slug. So one's one of those heroes which can break the refractions with his Dark Pact. So VG Gaming now seeing this, what will they respond with? They've had quite a lot of time, extra time, because of the iG.V, you know, taking that 1 minute. In a way, VG Gaming has had that same time to think about what they want to pick as well.
10 seconds remaining.
Going for the Undying, so we might see that aggro lane. Like I mentioned, which Undying, Keep of the Light, and Juggernaut is a really strong lane. And I think that should be the case, facing up against Paparazzi, but in such a situation, Ogre Magi and Slug could easily go to the top lane against the Sand King. Alright, so we're just waiting for the players to pick up their heroes. Who I think has the advantage going to this? Well, it really depends on how quick your axe can quit a blink. He needs a quick blink. But at the same time, you know, initiating into the Undying is not an easy thing. Alright, so there we go. Now I'm going to quickly introduce on the Radiant side for IG Vitality. In July, playing on the axe. You're going to have the Slug played by Paparazzi. Riki going to be played by Dogfight. Sakata playing on the OD. I think this is his third OD game already. Super playing on the Ogre Magi. For the Dire side, Yang is going to be playing on the Sand King. For VG Gaming, Ghost playing on the TA. You're going to have End playing on the Juggernaut. Keep of the Light played by FY God. And the Undying going to be played by DDC. Oh, this is... Yeah, this is just... Wasn't this that new Bloom set, that Chinese New Year set for the TA? He's one of the few players who I've ever seen using this cosmetic, but okay. Yeah, Sakata has played quite a number of OD games today. They like to pick the OD for him, and he's actually used it to great effect. Like, I've been impressed with his OD. He's very flexible with itemization. Putting a ward down, they're pinging it out. So yeah, like I said, iG.V, they will proceed to do a bit of an aggro lane themselves, letting the Axe face off against the Sand King. We might even see a rune contest over here. Nah, they won't commit too many heroes, seeing as they have 4. Actually 5. Not 4. Okay. So OD not gonna get a bounty. Both bounties going the way of VG Gaming. And iG.V just kinda stuck on what they want to do. But alright, Sand King against the Axe. This is not going to be a good time for the Axe, especially since the easy camp has already been blocked. But I like what they're doing as well, putting the Undying with the Sand King. So this is VG Gaming staying one step ahead and reading the lanes very, very well. Like when you see the Undying, like they already knew the Slug and the Ogre would proceed to go to the top lane. That's not the strongest of lanes for kill potential. They're going to go right now, using all their strength, steal the Soul Rip. So I mean, Decay. Can they kill Injuly here? Getting a nice double barrel strike. DDC, they need to be careful about Injuly. DDC, your first blood going the way of dogfights, and they might be able to turn this around for a second kill into Yang. No, but the backstab damage not going to be enough. Yang will just walk this one off. So very, very unfortunate. DDC standing a bit too close. A bit of a mistake over there. And you can see the intent. Like they want to destroy Injuly in this lane, at least for Yang before he gets the caustic finale. In dogfights, they will need him to be in this lane to try and somewhat salvage the situation a bit. Sakata going up against his TA. Like I said, you know, the side blades do quite a fancy bit of damage. Over here top lane, FY controlling this very well. Slug is going to suffer quite a bit, but he's still doing okay on last hits. Actually getting more than the Juggernaut. So then you really need to control the creep equilibrium very well here. If Paparazzi gets a good start against this Juggernaut lane, this could be a disaster. Over here in the bottom lane again, they find a call into DDC and the smoke screen as well. Yang looking for a burrow strike. Can he find it right here? DDC does run out, gets strength, still stealing off some Riki strength. No. Looks like they will just try to contest the rune instead. Right click, right click, right click, right click, right click, and Riki actually will steal it away from DDC. Sand King versus the Axe. Well, caustic finale, he needs to get a couple of creep hits in. But because the first blood went the way of the Axe, that was just really unfortunate. Okay, he went to dogfights, I think. Yeah, dogfights. So he is getting quite a lot out of this lane just by being here. Usually you don't want to see a static lane for Riki. But in this case, he has to. He needs to make sure that the Axe gets a blink so they can dictate the pace of the game. So Ghost against Sakata, they have to be careful. Sakata doing very well to zone the Ghost out. And meanwhile, top lane, they tried to go onto Paparazzi, who takes quite a chunk of damage, will be forced to salve out. As now the Juggernaut will be starting to pull ahead. Riki gonna try and stack this a bit. That's usually possible only with the level 1 Cloak and Dagger. And July has... or rather, Yang has to be careful, he can't get too close. DDC and Yang right now struggling. They haven't put any points to their tombstone just yet. Thinking about going for a call here in July. I think he could be able to get it. Yes, he will. And the tree creeps hitting onto him. Dogfights should be laying out the smoke screen. DDC going to try and run. But the creeps, and there we go. Riki Dogfights getting himself another kill. So iG.V really holding their own against VG Gaming. And Ghost is having a very tough time. Even without this bottle here yet. Yep, he's going to buy it just about now. But the damage has already been done as Sakata is actually zoning him out so that he can't really last it in the lane. Paparazzi all the way to the top. I think they will wait till he gets level 6 before they send him back into the safe lane. Injuly's having too good of a time with his stick and his tranquil boots. He could jungle right now if he wanted to as well. Dogfight's going to still keep on stacking for the Axe. Alright, so getting a bit of perfect roll lag. DDC, well, he's going to rotate it and try and help Ghost against Sakata, but Super is there. And this is not going to be an easy 2v2 situation, like Ghost just lacks quite a bit. And actually Injuly, wow, gets himself a very, very huge stack. So I believe he should be reaching the top of the net worth pretty soon. Juggernaut top lane, gonna try and spin here, but will not overextend. And this is a very tough lane to be here, TA. DDC is going to try and harass Sakata a bit. Looking at the axe, he's gone for the Ring of Health. So this is going to be that super YOLO axe where he goes for like Vanguard, runs into your face with the Bloodlust, extra movement speed. So that's just some good, or that's a really manly way of playing it. And dying, thinking about going in. I mean, Dogfight has also rotated himself to the middle lane. So this is where Ghost has to be very, very careful, because the silence, if you can't get the refractions off, he's very, very squishy. Super gonna say hi to DDC. Dogfight's gonna right click and break the cloak and dagger. Now the smoke screen slow and the ignite. He should die here to the rekey. So killing spree for Dogfights. And VG Gaming getting outplayed during this laning stage. Slark still trying to struggle to find that level 6. If he can find his level 6 in this off lane, then that's gonna be really big for him. And that's where, like I said, they will rotate the lanes. In July, it's gonna be very, very happy. Slowly push away. So he's kind of entered that hardcore farm kind of mode, where what he can do is just keep the lane pushed out, but because this camp has been blocked by the observer ward placed behind by VG Gaming. And Slark really can't get too close. Like, he's bought another set of tangos just so that he can sustain in this lane a bit more, but he hasn't been getting anything. Even going with the Iron Talon. So quite a win of a lane here for Sakata as TA. We'll have an Invis rune, still no ancient stacks for his side. But Dogfights and Super, they have found the Undying. May have different plans. The good thing about the Ignite as well is the slow on the TA, and also because it breaks the refraction charges. Sanking's gonna wander around. Slowly they're pinging out saying, hey wait, Ghost is missing, could be stacking. And this is gonna be the TA's comeback farm. Dogfight is gonna attempt to try and block the stack, but will not be able to do so. With FY and End, I think they might want to go for a bit of a push now. Don't really have the Ring of Aquila just yet. But as long as they have the Undying there, they should be able to try and do it. Middle lane, they want to go on Ghost. They did try for it here, but DDC's come in and entered the Sawyer back to full HP, thinking about going on Sakata, but Ghost with no mana. And this is a very, very angry OD. He's doing very well in this lane. Popping the trap. But back to the top lane. I think they want to try for something to FY here. He is healing ward forced out. And now, of course, with Injuly back into this lane, Paparazzi will finally be able to get closer to that level 6. OD, meanwhile, middle lane kills off DDC. Sakata may pay for it with his life. No, Astro Imprisonment actually cancels it. So he will not be able to get that close. But Yang gonna run forward. If they can kill Sakata, that'd be really, really big. But he's run all the way to the north. They have no idea where he is. Korea would have spotted him out, I think. But no, they will just back off to the lanes. And he gets a nice kill. Meanwhile, there's a nice observer over here. It's going to give them vision of the ancient stacks. There's only a double stack for now. Dogfight still happily farming out this bottom lane. He'll be happy for that. And Dogfight is going to be making sure that there are no ancient stacks. But he does find a double. So in that case, he actually has a pretty good time. If they can find the window to steal the stack away from the axe, that's really big. Who's already at a Vanguard. Top of the net worth, no surprise there, as he had a really awesome lane. 2 assists. Nice triple stack as well to follow with the almost perfect CS. So now Slark can't really get solo killed by the Juggernaut, who has the Omni Slash and his level 4 Blade Fury at the ready. But meanwhile, they want to go after Ghost. If they can find a call here, yep, they will. Ghost doesn't have it. He doesn't have the meld. So, alright, so another kill going the way of iG.V.
Middle tower is under attack.
And your OD gonna build his way towards drums. You're not yet in the case, and there are not that many stacks for the TA as well. End is rotated to the bottom lane to try and get some free farm up here. But at the same time, this will give FY a bit of respite. Sanking not really going for the jungling build just yet. No points into the sandstorm. And then Ghost popping his trap again. He's just trying to slow down this push whatsoever, but slowly losing intel. But they pop the ignite for this. Do they have dust? No, they do not. Ghost Doesn't have melt just yet, and the Sanity's Eclipse, oh my god, does a ton of damage, but still not enough, as they may be forced to come back in. Yep, Sorb's gonna bring him back to a decent amount of HP. Sakata gonna be on the run. There's DDC and Young looking for a burst strike. Can they kill him off here? They're popping the trap again. If they can find the stun. But Omni Slash comes out, Astro Imprisonment with the nice smoke screen coming up from dogfights. But unfortunately will prolong his death as he gets the burst strike and they find a kill for end. So VG Gaming finding themselves their first kill of the game at 10 minutes in. Top lane, Paparazzi out of mana. We should be going for the Ring of Aquila, or at least the Bassi first. Axe will probably be trying to farm up that Blink Dagger of his. Alright, so Slark probably going back to base and then should try for a bit of a rotation, lane rotation. Yang is already close to his... He's very, very close to his Blink Dagger actually, 10 minutes in. I mean, not super fast timing, but good timing. It looks like ig.V is going to try and steal that stack with the Vanguard. This should be a very easy steal. It's only a double stack. He's going to stack the Ancients for him and make that into a triple stack. I think, yep, this will be very nice. And then he's got 2 Thunder Hearts. So some of the easiest to kill. Everybody hitting to the bottom lane, trying to kill Yang. Oh, this is a huge chunk of EXP going the way of iG.V as they take some, or rather a huge chunk of the TA's comeback farm. And she is really, really far behind. 1,200 behind your OD. Juggernaut's getting good farm. He will be going towards the Yasha. But unfortunately, they just need to do a bit more. I think the Coddle as well on FY. We haven't seen those big plays from him just yet. They don't really have those super strong, roaming heroes. Dogfights does scout a lot of heroes though. Burst Strike onto Dog. Oh no, he should be dead. Is there a sentry? Yes, there would happen to be a sentry there. No, he actually blinks out just in the nick of time, but the Sand King's Caustic Finale will kill the Riki. So, one more kill going the way of VG. And I think they will proceed to take themselves one tier 1 bottom lane using that healing ward. Omni Slash is back up. TA will attempt to try and get the rune. Should realize that there are no stacks available for her. Bottom lane TP coming in, dogfights. They're gonna lay down the tombstone, not seeing anybody, but they should have seen a TP animation at least. Axis thinking about coming in, DDC has to be a bit careful. They're gonna take that tombstone, it will go down. Nice, there we got a nice fresh Blink Dagger from ig.V. DDC is dead, DO. Dead, dead, dead. And over here near the Ancients, Sakata has found Ghost, who does not have any more mana. And actually, wait. Astro Imprisonment and the call. Ghost is not running anywhere, will get dunked down. And ig.V on a killing spree. They're going to look for a bit more, probably steal some of that mana, as End is going to go for the spin and TP out. Not going to find anything else, and they will just transition that. So Axe with a very good blink. He's going to find Yang. Smoke screen maybe, yep. And Yang is going to die here right under the tier 2. The tier 1 still standing. And they're pinging saying, hey, there's a ward over there. But no, they're just no wards. It's just iG.V going ham. And these guys are super on form at the moment. FY, nope, dodges the call. Smoke screen's gonna be there, but FY, Astro Imprisonment, he will die nonetheless. And maybe thinking about contesting this, but the healing wall is not gonna be there in time, will not be able to save his teammate. Let's go, pops the trap, will not be able to find anybody. And this is just some just forced movement out from VG Gaming. As iG.V just back off with absolutely no loss. Paparazzi getting closer towards his Shadow Blade. He already has the Ring of Bassi. Or Shadow Amulet. He's not going for the Ring of Aquila. Could be going for an Echo Saber. Or maybe you just stick with the Ring of Aquila. He'll be happy with this bit of farm. They're picking him out top lane. Oh no! Misses! The epicenter spiffs it completely. He did, sort of come from the top, but unfortunately, spotted out by the Slug. So he gets away just in the nick of time. Looking for the call. Now just battle hunger. FY gonna lay out the Illuminate. Needs a mana leak and he's gonna push, and ig.V is pretty much run out of mana. So this is what you do, mana leak and blinding light. You run out of mana very quickly, especially for a hero like Axe, which generally has mana issues. We have a ton of heroes there. Do they know that this is a ward? The dogfights placed the ward down. They're gonna put a sentry, but will be immediately taken out. Nope, look, trying to go for the call, but quick barrel strike reflexes from Yang. In the multicast, and of course with casual mana leak from FY, making you wet yourself. Ghost needs to come back somehow, because he's 3,000. He used to be 1,200, but now his gold disadvantage is just growing bigger and bigger. Looking for a bit of a, something to steal. Realizes that there's nothing there. So Super and in July we'll go looking for some tasty pickoffs. Probably thinking about going for the Sand King. Dogfight is there. Oh, and all the creeps as well. Sandstorm is gonna be there looking for the stun. There we go, and Yang will go down. One dunk, and the axe is snowballing out of control. 5-0 and 3. TA will just TP up, but the ward over there scouts him out, so they know that the bottom lane is quite open, and will also TP out. And there we go. Meanwhile, FY facing with a problem from Sakata, Astro Imprisonment. DDC is there to try and provide some sort of relief, but unfortunately that will not be enough as FY, nope. When he popped the ulti, yes he will, destroys the Keeper of the Light, looking for DDC. Blinding Light not exactly going to save your Astro Imprisonment, so they can take care of the Tombstone. Dogfight is there, the smoke screen catching DDC and Ghost. Now he will pop the tricks of the trade. Blink Dagger forward, DDC will go down. Sakata doesn't really have an Astral, but okay, Killing Spree going the way of the Juggernaut. So N gets a bit of relief with gold. 2-for-1 trade, losing 2 supports, but you do get the core who is super farmed, so that's just a bit of optimism there for you. In July going towards their Blade Mail now. Top lane, Paparazzi and Super building towards their Shadow Blade. I think Paparazzi already has it. So he pushes out this top lane, and I think, yeah, he's gonna leave it in the courier. He doesn't want to let them know that he has the Shadow Blade. Now he can decide to go for a tiny bit of a pick off here onto FY, especially the top lane. He's gonna wait,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
or if he can kill the caller, this is the easiest kill right here. He's gonna go, and yeah, FY is gonna go down. Very easy kill, worthwhile for Paparazzi. And VG Gaming falling further and further behind, 13-3. As their cores continue to snowball, and this Slark which went into an aggro lane really not paying off in July. Looking for a bit of a call, he's gonna go straight for Ghost, catches him and he's gonna steal all his intel. Ghost, and of course Refraction Charge is completely gone. The Melt Strike is there, looking putting the sentry down, and the dunk to follow in July on an unstoppable streak. Manly Dota, best Dota. And VG Gaming may have just outdone themselves, like they were one step ahead in terms of the draft for the lanes. But unfortunately, now they're just so far behind that End is forced to go for a Diffusal Blade. These are just the fighting items just so that he can catch up with his team. Dogfight checking a bit behind, making sure that there's no one. Providing a bit of intel. Popping the Shadow Blade, but I think Slark should be going for the back line. If they can kill the Juggernaut, this is really big. They want to go into him right now in the smoke screen. Or if they can kill End here, but the Burst Strike's going to be there. You need to kill End. Going to be kept alive, tricks of the trade's going to be there. Paparazzi's now going to pop the Shadow down to try to back off. Dogfight, was not affected by that. So they had the sentry down, and alright, but still 14-3. Pretty big of a 10k gold lead for ig.Vitality. Mr. Coddle FY probably trying to get towards a 4-staff or his eggs. In July, needs to run. He's very slow. He's very tanky, but with so many heroes on his way, he's just gonna blink out. Yang was on the hunt, and now I think they want to turn around. Paparazzi's there. Will they go into Yang? No, they even put the sentry down, so the double sentries right there. They will see Super, and everyone immediately gets out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And then July continues to grow bigger and bigger. He's ballooning. It's not even, I wouldn't even say snowballing. Is that a word more hardcore than snowballing?
Middle tower is under attack.
As he definitely pulls further and further, and FY is like, guys, create space for me. I will somehow carry you with my Coddle. And Dogfight has done so much this game. He's going for his own Diffusal Blade. Ghost, very lackluster, has the Blink Dagger, but no other forms of DPS. And it's kind of evened out now, at least the cores is somewhat getting a bit of farm. Blink Dagger and Sand King has yet to show fruition on what he can do. Because just look at the vision at iG.V, they've prioritized this whole bottom area of the map, so they can even try it for Roshan pretty soon if they want it. But we should be seeing a smoke gank attempt coming out from VG. Do they have detection? Yes, they do on the Sand King. Riki is not the ideal, and he actually breaks the smoke. Oh my god. He just happened to be in this area when they were walking down here, so by breaking all the smokes, this is just really good play coming up from Dogfight's good positioning. And now they're gonna be smoked up on their high ground. VG Gaming gonna be very wary, and FY may have stepped a bit too far forward, immediately brought down and deleted off the map. He disappeared quicker in less than 2 seconds, I would say. Young on the top. So Dogfight's gonna be leading the way. Probably trying to find a bit of, provide a bit of intel for ig.V so that they can go for one more kill. So iG.V would just proceed to go ahead and do Roshan for themselves. As iG.V, this is, I mean, Paparazzi is just really farmed. Like, he started out very underfarmed, but now at this point he's catching up. He's already surpassed Sakata in terms of network. He does not have a Midas. It's going to be an Orchid out for Sakata, and now Holland Yang going in for the burst strike. He's going to land into 4 heroes. If he can steal the Aegis here, that'd be really big, but no, immediately Astrid Ghost blinking it, trying for the steal, but will die. 2 of them. Double kill for the OD. Illuminate comes in, and the Blade Man doing a bit of damage. DDC will go for the panic TP out. So 2 kills going the way of Sakata, who's really very grateful for that, and that's going to be his Orchid completed very soon.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So then find themselves at tier 2, and without the Sand King, this is quite worrisome because they can proceed to take themselves one more tier 2. I'm surprised that the OD doesn't go for something like a BKB, making sure that those disables can't connect with him.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And even boots a travel on Axe so that he can start ganking globally. Bloodlust. Great movement speed on his side. He's running around permanently in 452 movement speed. And it's a maxed out, that's actually a maxed out Bloodlust. Not so much into more points into the Ignite, more for the Fire Blast, probably wants the extra, you know, damage. Sand King now trying to go for that Force Staff. When you go for a Silver's Edge, he just has to hit the TA one time, 30% damage reduction, she really tickles. And now he's gonna look for a pick off. Nah, decides against it, we'll just go straight for the creeps. And I think they want to fight top lane. This should be pretty big. Axe trying for the call, but immediately blink out from Ghost and the TP. Very quick reflexes. Not going to stay around any further. So this Observer Ward actually saved Ghost. But here comes Paparazzi. They have a sentry down. Yep. Oh no, immediately purges with the Dark Pack. He's gonna go straight for FY, but the Shadow Dance is a bit too early. Looking for something. FY silenced up. Sakata's gonna keep on chasing. He has the Aegis. He's gonna find someone there, so they do know that he has some sort of vision. Young thinking about going in for the Burst Strike. Now both teams just kind of playing around the river in this middle little creek. So looking at the Coddle, laying on Illuminated to zone them off. Axe still not able to initiate. Can't find the position as the Ogre picks up a Force Staff. Yep, and FY will be trying to build into that Aghanim Scepter, especially in daytime. That heal can be really big and game changing. And OD actually destroys the Keeper of the Light. Gonna find himself one more hero, it seems. Stuck inside Smokescreen. DDC destroyed by the OD as well. As Sakata climbs further and further and hits KDA 8, 2, and 6. They didn't have wards there, how did they know? But anyways, Riki will get himself a tier 2 and they will just proceed to push as the top lane has quite a significant creep wave. With a lot of range creeps and the fortification will be baited out. They have the epicenter, but it'll be whether they can even let the Sand King initiate. VG Gaming have lost the lanes quite hard. And as a result, iG.V pulling further and further ahead, and they will take themselves their first tier 3 tower. Epicenter comes in, lands, but only on Sakata, who is the Aegis carrier. Very, very bad. Epicenter and now trying to kill Sakata, but the Ghost can't even do that. Multicast attack, ding, ding, ding. One instant KO on Ghost. OD destroying VG Gaming, and VG will call it GG 25 minutes in. iG.V 22-4 at 25 minutes. What a beast of a game. As iG.V have shown they are not afraid to face off against VG Gaming, who are supposedly more experienced. So you can see it right here. Alright, sorry about this, I can't really get rid of this. And you can see Super really having a great impact here. And I think it boiled down to the support, where the Undying lane did not work out for them as they had initially planned. Like, I could see what they were trying to do. And you can see the OD just did so much. He decimated Ghost in the middle lane. And the Riki helping out the Axe provided him such a huge advantage that he basically was able to climb back into the game with ease. Also, not to climb back into the game, more like he burst into the game. Quick Blink Dagger, even had time to go for the Vanguard first. All his items by 14 minutes with the Blade Mail just tore apart VG Gaming as they had no answer coming back. Like End as well, it's not like he had a bad Juggernaut game, it's just that he alone couldn't do anything by himself. So anyways guys, that was game 1 of this best of 2 series for the DPL. My name is Hades, we'll be back for our game 2 shortly, stay tuned.